Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories Day. We're bringing you a great matchup between the Blue Valley West Jaguars, coached by Deborah Connerly, versus the Shawnee Mission South Raiders, coached by Lynette Stevie. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First, from West.
I'm Colby, and I'm a junior.
I'm Vineet, I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Raju, and I'm a senior.
I'm Larry, I'm a junior.
I'm Aditya, I'm a junior.
And our contestants from South. There you go.
I'm Benjamin, and I'm a junior.
I'm Megan, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Andrew, and I'm a junior.
I'm Clint, I'm a freshman.
I'm Amelia, I'm a senior.
All right, fantastic. All right, here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. I will ask one team a category question, and if they answer correctly, they earn a point for their squad. If they answer incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal the question. We did a coin toss before we started recording. It was won by the Raiders. So Shawnee Mission South, here is the first category. It is European geography. This river flows through Bonn and Cologne and into the North Sea. Name it. Andrew?
The Danube River.
It is not the Danube. Jaguars, you have a chance to steal this European geography question. This river flows through Bonn and Cologne and into the North Sea. Name it. Colby?
The Rhine.
It is the Rhine River. West, you get the next question. It is literature. Give me the last name of the poor student who commits murder in Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Colby?
Vladimir.
It is not Vladimir. Raiders, chance to steal this literature question. Give me the last name of the poor student who commits murder in Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Raskolnikov. Raiders, we are coming back to you, though, with government and economics. Which group's purpose is to lead the departments of the executive branch and advise the president? Amelia?
The vice president.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, chance to steal this government and economics question. What group's purpose is to lead the departments of the executive branch and advise the president? Vinny?
The Department of State.
I cannot accept that. We're looking for the whole presidential cabinet, the cabinet. Wes, we are staying with you, however. In science and chemistry is the next category. This substance is a result of an intentional mixture of two or more chemical elements which have metallic properties. In general usage, it is known as a what? Aditya?
Alloy.
Alloy, very good. Current events for you, Raiders. President Trump said the U.S. will withdraw from the Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty with Russia. This long-standing treaty was originally signed during what former U.S. president's administration? Time on that. West, you have a chance to steal this current events category. President Trump said the U.S. will withdraw from the Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty with Russia. This long-standing treaty was originally signed during what former president's administration? Raju?
President Nixon.
It's not Nixon, it's Reagan. We are staying with you, Jags. The question is spelling. How do you spell inconvenient? Colby.
Inconvenient.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this spelling category. How do you spell inconvenient? Amelia.
Inconvenient.
That is correct. Raiders, staying with you, science is the category. The term ablation refers to the wastage of glacial ice by both melting and what else? Time. West, chance to steal this science category. The term ablation refers to the wastage of glacial ice by both melting and what else? Larry?
Moving.
That can accept moving. Evaporation. Evaporation. Staying with you, West, current events is the category. Name the co-founder of tech giant Microsoft, who recently died at age 65 after a long battle with cancer. Larry?
Paul Allen.
It is Paul Allen. Back to you, Raiders. Spelling, another spelling category. Reveille is a bugle call at sunrise to awaken soldiers. How do you spell reveille? Time. West, same question. Category is spelling. Reveille is a bugle call at sunrise to awaken soldiers. How do you spell reveille? Aditya.
R-E-V-E-L-I-E.
Cannot accept that. R-E-V-E-I-L-L-E. That's why it's a spelling category question. All right, here we go. West, you have the next question. Music, specifically instruments. How many strings are there on a regular guitar? Colby?
6.
It is 6. Literature, back to you, South. In Aesop's fable, one insect was hardworking and the other was lazy. Identify both of them. Benjamin?
The ant was hardworking and the grasshopper was lazy.
That's the 2. Very good. Back to you, West. Sports is the category. Where is the Basketball Hall of Fame located? Vinit.
Ohio.
It is not in Ohio. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this sports category. Where is the Basketball Hall of Fame located? Andrew.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
That's exactly right. Staying with you, Raiders, vocabulary is the question. Compensation demanded by a victorious nation from a defeated nation is called what? Megan?
Reparations.
Reparations. Very good. Back to you, Jaguars. U.S. government is the category. In a Supreme Court case, a side is allowed a total of how much time to present their oral arguments to the convened court? Time. Raiders, U.S. government is the category. In a Supreme Court case, a side is allowed a total of how much time to present their oral arguments to the convened court? Benjamin?
30 minutes.
It is 30 minutes. Very good. Raiders, staying with you, music, terminology. The name for what musical form comes from the Greek meaning many sounds together? Clint?
Cacophony.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, chance to steal this music terminology question. The name for what musical form comes from the Greek meaning many sounds together? Colby?
Symphony.
It is symphony, yes. West, staying with you, geography, specifically cities. On what island is the city of Cork found? Colby?
Ireland.
It is on Ireland, yes. Raiders, general knowledge. What Ivy League school is known for its Wharton School of Business? Andrew?
The University of Pennsylvania.
That is exactly right. Jaguars, back to you. Math is the category. What is the logarithm of 16 base 4? Aditya?
2.
2. Nice job. Raiders, sports is your category. After winning all 14 regular season games during the 1972 season, they went on to win the Super Bowl. Name this professional football team. Andrew?
Miami Dolphins.
It's the Miami Dolphins. West, American history. Who was America's representative to France during the American Revolution? Oh, Colby.
Benjamin Franklin.
There's Benjamin Franklin. Back to you, Raiders. Math, specifically geometry. A regular hexagon can be divided by its diagonals to form what type of triangles? Amelia?
Equilateral triangles.
Equilateral, very good. Back to you, West. General knowledge. What is the most important source of vegetable protein in the Japanese diet? Vinny?
Onions.
It is not onions. Raiders, chance to steal this general knowledge question. What is the most important source of vegetable protein in the Japanese diet? Andrew?
Kimchi.
It's not kimchi. Soybeans. Soybeans to make tofu. Raiders, coming back to you, U.S. history. Only 2 states with capitals west of the Mississippi belonged to the Confederacy. Name both of them. Andrew.
Montgomery and Baton Rouge.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, chance to steal this U.S. history question. Only 2 states with capitals west of the Mississippi belong to the Confederacy. Name both of them. Colby.
Arkansas and Louisiana.
Arkansas is one of them. Texas. Texas is the other. We are staying with you, Jaguars. Vocabulary. Word origin is the category. What is the meaning of the Latin root in the following words? Evolve, involve, revolve, revolt. Raju?
Change.
Change or turn. Very good. Back to you, South. Government. If Ohio and Kentucky planned to build another bridge across the Ohio River, what agency of the federal government, other than the Highway Department, would have to approve? Amelia?
The Department of Commerce.
It is not Department of Commerce. West, you have a chance to steal this government question. If Ohio and Kentucky plan to build another bridge across the Ohio River, what agency of the federal government, other than the Highway Department, would have to approve? Larry?
Department of Transportation.
It's not the Department of Transportation. It's the Army Corps of Engineers. Army Corps of Engineers. Staying with you, Blue Valley West, science is the next category. What is the name given to the lowest energy state available to an electron? Vinny?
The ground level.
It is the ground level or ground state. South, coming back to you. This time you have a science question, but this time focusing on medicine. We will finish this question. In medical terminology, a brain bruise is called a what? Amelia?
A concussion.
It is called a concussion. And with that correct response, you've narrowed the gap a little bit here. We have a halftime score of Blue Valley West 10, Shawnee Mission South 9. This part of our program, we're going to go to a representative from each school as they will give us a campus update. And it looks like, Colby, you have been elected by your teammates to give the campus update for West. So what is happening with the Jaguars?
Things going pretty good at West. Our marching band won the state competition, and our cross country and golf teams also performed really well at their state competitions. And we have our play, Christmas Carol, coming up soon.
All right, fantastic. Great stuff happening there. All right, and Amelia, you're giving us the update for Shawnee Mission South. So what's happening over at 107th Street?
Well, we have tomorrow night our playoff game against the defending state champions for football. And then we have academic decathlon regionals coming up in just a week.
All right, good deal. So it seems to me like a lot of the fall sports are winding down and winter sports are just around the corner. So great things happening at both schools. All right, as we head into our second half here, it is the lightning round, which questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer, in which if a team responds correctly, of course they earn a point. If they answer incorrectly, the other team still gets a chance to steal the category. As tradition here on categories, we will start off with our 2-point look and listen question. We will display it for the players here in the studio as well as on the monitor for those watching at home. And just this reminder, when someone rings in, we cannot rewind the video. We have to go from that point forward. So here we go. Here is our look and listen question. Name the body of water we're sailing in here. Colby?
Sydney Harbor.
It is Sydney Harbor. Very good. 2 points. All right, here we go with the rest of the lightning round. Both teams, U.S. geography is the category. In the United States, active volcanoes under the sea are only found on what lengthy chain of islands? Amelia.
Hawaii.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept Hawaii. West, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. In the United States, active volcanoes under the sea are only found on what lengthy chain of islands? Colby.
The Aleutians.
It is the Aleutians. World history for both teams. What Mexican general was called the Napoleon of the West? Colby?
Santa Anna.
Santa Anna, very good. Both teams, Greek theater. Starts with the letters TH. Name the Greek muse of comedy. Thalia. European history for both teams. This European nation was wiped off the map in 1795 and did not reappear until 1919. Colby?
Poland.
It is Poland. Both teams, science, geology. Geologists speculate what continent will be eventually split along its Great Rift Valley. Colby?
Africa.
It is Africa. Literature for both teams. Who is the famous Shakespearean Grecian beauty who appears in Troilus and Cressida? It was Helen of Troy. At this time, we are going to do our team theme question. Our team theme question is a collaborative group effort on both parts of both teams, and it is responsibility of both teams to discuss both questions, and the one that needs to ring in is the team captain. The first team that has their captain ring in will get their first chance at answering both questions. The scoring will go as follows. They have to get both questions correct in order to earn 2 points. If they miss one part of the question, the other team gets to steal both questions and get both points. The theme for this particular category is math, and you are allowed to ring in as soon as I am finished with the second question. Here we go. Question 1. Add the square root of 0.0009 to the square root of 0.04. What is the sum? Question 2. What are the zeros of x squared minus 6x plus 8? Both teams, once again. Question 1, add the square root of 0.0009 to the square root of 0.04. What is the sum? Question 2, what are the zeros of x squared minus 6x plus 8? Colby.
0.023 and 2n4.
Could you give me the answer for your first one again, please?
0.023.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Raiders' chance to steal. I will read both questions one more time. Add the square root of 0.0009 to the square root of 0.04. What is the sum? What are the zeros, the question 2, what are the zeros of x squared minus 6x plus 8? Amelia?
0.0023 and 2 and 4.
Sorry, that 2 is incorrect. The question, answer to question 1, the square root of 0.0009 is 0.03. Then the square root of 0.04 is 0.2, so the answer is 0.23. 0.23. You guys both did question right with 4 and 2 as the roots, but you had to get both right. So no points were awarded on our team theme today. All right, so both teams, here we go. Here's our next category. It is history. What organization was given the only Nobel Peace Prize awarded during World War I? Andrew.
Red Cross.
It is the Red Cross. Military history for both teams. In what way was the Battle of New Orleans futile? Colby?
The war had already ended.
The war had already ended. Fine arts and film. for both teams. Martin Scorsese's 1980 biography of boxer Jake LaMotta has been selected by a panel of experts as the best film of the 1980s. Name it. Andrew?
Raging Bull.
It is Raging Bull. Vocabulary for both teams. If you believe that a magician can really levitate a person, are you suffering from an illusion, delusion, or an illusion? Benjamin.
Illusion.
Sorry, cannot accept that. West, chance to steal this vocabulary category. If you believe that a magician can really levitate a person, you are suffering from an illusion, delusion, or illusion. Raju?
Delusion.
Delusion is correct. Literature for both teams. An outcast schoolgirl, tormented by her classmates, discovers she has incredible telekinetic powers. This is the plot behind which of Stephen King's novels? Andrew? It is Carrie. Sports for both teams. One team must wear dark blue caps, the other white. Goalkeepers wear red caps. This is an excerpt from the official rules of what sport? Colby.
Polo.
Cannot accept polo. Raiders, chance to steal this sports question. One team must wear dark blue caps, the other white. Goalkeepers wear red caps. This is an excerpt from the official rules of what sport? Andrew?
Water polo.
It is water polo. Water polo. Sorry, I had to be specific on that one, Colby. All right, both teams, U.S. government is the category. Congress overturned the 1857 Dred Scott Supreme Court ruling with 2 constitutional amendments. Identify either one. Vinny?
The 13th Amendment.
13th, yep, 13th, and the other was the 14th. U.S. geography, both teams. John Pennekamp State Park is entirely underwater. The park is a part of the North America's only coral reef, and visitors swim through it wearing diving gear. Where is John Pennekamp State Park located? Larry.
Florida.
It is Florida. General knowledge for both teams, specifically foods. The root of which member of the mustard family, named for an animal, is used to make a sharp-tasting relish? Colby?
Horseradish.
Horseradish. Literature for both teams. Edgar Allan Poe said it should be complete and self-contained and short enough to be read in one sitting. Most of all, it should have a definite internal unity. Of what literary form is he speaking? Benjamin?
Short story.
It is a short story. World geography for both teams. Trinidad and Tobago lie off the south coast of which South American country? Colby?
Venezuela.
It is Venezuela. Another general knowledge question, again about foods. A fixture in American foods for some years now, this pie was probably invented by a baker at the Royal Court in Naples during the 1700s. Normally served piping hot, what is this food item? Amelia?
Apple pie.
It is not apple pie. West, chance to steal this general knowledge foods question. A fixture in American foods for some years now, this pie was probably invented by a baker at the Royal Court in Naples during the 1700s. Normally served piping hot, what is this food item? Larry?
Peach pie.
Not peach pie, it's pizza. Pizza. Ancient history for both teams. In ancient Rome, the Ides fell on the 15th day of each month. On what day were the calends? C-A-L-E-N-D-S, calends. Amelia?
The first.
It is the first. Government for both teams. Mexico's Policía Judicial Federal is the equivalent of what in the USA? Raju?
Secret Service.
It's not Secret Service. South, chance to steal this government question. Mexico's Policía Judicial Federal is the equivalent of what in the USA? Benjamin?
FBI.
It is the FBI. U.S. geography for both teams. Which U.S. capital, named after a famous explorer, was a notorious Wild West town during the silver boom in the 1800s? Yes, Colby.
Carson City.
It is Carson City. Olympic sports is the next category for both teams. What Olympic event was designed to simulate the rigors experienced by Napoleon's wartime careers? Colby?
Biathlon.
It's not the biathlon. South, you have a chance to steal this Olympic sports category. What Olympic event was designed to simulate the rigors experienced by Napoleon's wartime careers? Benjamin?
Decathlon.
It's not the decathlon. It's the pentathlon. Pentathlon. Riding horses, fencing, swimming, I believe also gun firing and running. All right, here we go. Theater for both teams. Tennessee Williams set the Glass Menagerie in this city where he grew up. Name the city. He grew up in St. Louis. St. Louis. That siren does denote the end of our game with a score right now of Blue Valley West coming out on top, 23 to Shawnee Mission South, 16. Please join us again next time here on Categories as we will continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.